Hey everyone! So Manny and I have just arrived in London and we have taken the train to another train station. We are at St. Pancras International and we're going to take the International Rail and we're going to go from London to Brussels and then on to Cologne. So I thought I'd show you what St. Pancras International looks like. We had just arrived in London at Gatwick Airport and then taken the Thames Link train from Gatwick Airport directly to St. Pancras International to then take the Eurostar, which is an international rail, to Brussels, where we would change trains to head to our final destination in Cologne. St. Pancras is home to the Eurostar and is a beautiful train station that houses a collection of shops, restaurants, and bars, including Europe's longest champagne bar. The station opened in 1868 and is one of the wonders of Victorian engineering. It is a masterpiece of Victorian Gothic architecture and one of the most elegant stations in the world. It was built by the Midland Railway Company, MRC, to connect London with some of England's major cities and was intended to make a grand statement about the company with a display of physical magnificence. What initially put St. Pancras on the map was its long and close relationship with the brewing industry and beer consumption in London. Throughout the 19th and first half of the 20th century, beer came from all over the country and particularly from Burton-on-Trent to supply thirsty Londoners. A major arrival point was St. Pancras, where beer was stored in a massive warehouse and in the vaults under the passenger station. In 1994, the Eurostar made its first departure from St. Pancras, traveling through the tunnel under the English Channel, and since then, it's carried millions of passengers to European cities including Paris, Brussels, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Antwerp, and Cologne. The trains reach a top speed of 300 kilometers per hour, which is 186 miles per hour, on high-speed lanes in the UK, France, Belgium, Germany, and the Netherlands, and going through the tunnel a little slower at 160 kilometers per hour or 100 miles per hour. But to give you an idea how fast they are, you can reach London to Paris in 2 hours and 16 minutes and London to Brussels in 1 hour and 53 minutes. So let's now talk about booking your train. You can book your train directly on the Eurostar website, or if you're looking to travel often on the rail, you can book the most affordable way like we did and do a rail pass. Now, I will disclaim to you that I am an affiliate of Rail Europe, which just simply means that I do earn a commission if you book off my link, which I'll leave in the description, or if you visit the resources page on my website, hollycaputoproductions.com, you can book on Rail Europe on there as well, and that just goes towards supporting my channel and me being able to continue to create content for you. Let me explain why a rail pass can be more affordable. A rail pass will cost you a flat rate. You get to choose the date you want it to be valid from, and then there are several different passes from continuous days to just using the pass a few days, but allowing it to be good for up to 2 months' time. Now, why is this cheaper? Well, rail passes can vary in price. They're based on your travel date, how close it is, how full the train is, and which class you're sitting in. One important thing to know is that if you're using a rail pass for any Eurostar trains, they do require an assigned seat. Whereas other trains in Europe, you may not need an assigned seat. The seat assignment will cost you an additional fee, and you do need to do it ASAP because Eurostar only allows so many rail pass seats per train, and trains do sell out. Now, how do you book a seat on a rail pass? This section that I'm about to go over is really important and can feel complicated your first time. That's why I really wanted to break this down for others. I truly think that the process discourages foreigners from going this route. But if you're traveling multiple day trips and using the rails in Europe on a multiple day basis, this is most likely the most cost-efficient way of rail traveling in Europe. Once you book your rail pass on Rail Europe, you're going to need the app on your phone called Rail Planner. Go ahead and add your pass by putting in your confirmation number, and then from there, you are ready to start booking your journeys. And if you're a couple or a family, you can add everyone's pass to this as well, just like I did. Because the Rail Pass works with all these individual companies, this is why this process is a bit complicated. To book your first journey, click on My Trip, and then click your personal Rail Pass. From there, you can book which train you want, and once you click the button to turn it orange, it means you've officially selected it. If it says seat reservation required, like for the Eurostar, click the seat reservations required button, and it will tell you if seats are available and for what price. My pass is expired, so it won't allow me to show you further. But if you click on the seat and price you want, it will then take you to another page where it will give you a few website options to go ahead and purchase that seat. I always went with the first website. If there are no seats available on that Eurostar train, then you'll need to select another train that offers seats. You can then copy that trip to everyone else's pass individually, where I will tell you that when buying seats, you have to purchase them also individually, so one at a time. If you have a pass and you select a journey where no seat reservation is necessary, then you can sit in whichever class you purchased your Rail Pass for. The only caveat is that non-Rail Pass purchasers do need to reserve their seat, so you could possibly be sitting in their seat. Sometimes it does indicate on the train if the seat is reserved, other times it's just a gamble, until someone comes up and says, "Hey, you're sitting in my seat." When you arrive at St. Pancras, you definitely want some time to look around. Since we were there around Christmas, they had an amazing Christmas tree display that was made out of books. And that piano is open for anyone to play, but I will tell you that I only saw amazing players sit down to play. And a week after I was there, Alicia Keys showed up and played it. You do need to give yourself at least an hour when traveling on the Eurostar, because you will need to go through both security and passport control. From there, you'll be in the lounge areas where you can find food service as well as duty-free. Once you are on board the train, there are luggage racks for you upon entering. We were sitting in the first class, and I had an individual seat. The seat is comfortable, it does recline backwards, and there is a footrest. My seat had an individual tray area, cup holder, and a charging station. Since we left around dinner time, we were served a nice meal and a drink. On our return back to London, we had an early train and we were served breakfast. If you're seated in the second class, there is the Eurostar Cafe that does offer snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and hot food. There are bathrooms on board the train, and they're clean and a really nice size. Overall, I highly recommend taking the Eurostar train. The ride is super smooth, the train is very clean, and it makes for a nice, relaxing experience. Make sure that you're subscribed because next we head to Montreal, Canada. See you next time.